Everyone knows about Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and maybe you even know about LexisNexis, Innovis, and SageStream. But if you're looking to maximize your credit repair journey and you don't know about these next group of secondary credit reporting agencies that I'm about to name, then this video is just for you. Let's begin. Now, in the world of credit and credit repair, there are several different tiers of consumer reporting agencies that play a huge role in the information that gets shown on your credit report. The first tier are called the nationwide consumer reporting agencies, those three being Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and they're responsible for information that shows up on your credit report like payment history, information from debt collectors, credit utilization, hard inquiries, and so much more. Whether it was you sending a dispute letter to TransUnion or you cursing out a representative at Experian because you were looking to get some hard inquiries removed from your credit report, anyone who knows anything about credit has had some type of experience with one of the three nationwide consumer reporting agencies that I just named. Then after the first tier, you have the second tier, which are called the supplementary consumer reporting agencies, those being LexisNexis, Innovis, SageStream, and CoreLogic, and they're responsible for collecting information from auto lenders, public records, and credit cards, and feeding that same information to the big three we mentioned before. So think of the supplementary credit reporting agencies as an op, a snitch, a gossip girl, whatever choice of colloquialism works best for you.
But Marv, why does any of this stuff matter?
Great question, and here's an even better answer. Let's say Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax are Batman. And to my Jamaican viewers, no, I'm talking about the superhero. Let's stay focused. Batman is a superhero with a tool belt, and in this tool belt are different weapons that he uses to defeat bad guys, right? But let's say you took away the batarangs, you took away the smoke screens, and weapon by weapon you deprive this tool belt. After a while, it would make it that much more difficult for Batman to do, well, Batmanish things. The same thing goes for the three credit reporting agencies. In their tool belt, they have LexisNexis, SageStream, Innovis, ARS, and many other different resources that they use to feed them information to help keep negative accounts on your credit report. But if you do your due diligence and educate yourself about these secondaries, you can include them in your dispute flow, thus increasing your chances to get these negative items off and make your dispute process that much more efficient. So in conclusion, Marvel is better than DC. But back to the video. For the third and final tier of consumer reporting agencies that we're going to talk about in this video, you technically can categorize all these agencies with the same group that I had mentioned before. However, I'm giving them their own separate tier just for the simple fact that I have searched high and I've searched low, and I can't find anywhere else where anybody are talking about these next four that I'm getting ready to mention, which for the purpose of this video, we'll call them the specialized consumer reporting agencies. The first agency of this group is actually called NCTUE, which stands for the National Consumer Telecom and Utilities Exchange. And simply put, this is an agency that collects information on account and payment history relating to telecommunications accounts and utilities accounts. Meaning, if you have a bill that's a gas bill, an electric bill, a water bill, television, cable, anything that falls under a utility or some form of telecommunications, and it is currently negatively affecting your credit report, this agency may be playing a huge role in distributing this information to the credit reporting agencies that's making it difficult for you to get that negative account off your credit report. So you now use this newfound knowledge to your advantage by including NCTUE in whatever dispute letters that you're sending to the credit reporting agencies to help improve your chances of getting that account off of your report. I'm gonna leave the exact direct mailing address that you can use to send your disputes for said account right here on the screen, and just so that you got enough time to do what you do, I'm gonna freeze for a 5-second pause so that you can take your screenshots and all those other fancy smancy stuff. All right, and listen, if you just took 5 seconds to screenshot this video, that means you can take another 5 seconds to go ahead and slap that like button and show this video some love as well. But let's keep going with the video. The second agency that you should know about is actually called MIB Incorporated, and this agency is directly connected to medical collections that you may have on your credit report. So if you're watching this and you do have medical collections on your credit report, you should do two things. The first thing that you should do is go ahead and check out this video over here where I take time to explain some very important important news that you probably don't know about pertaining to medical debt showing on your credit report in the near future. And the second thing that you should do is take this address right here and take the next 5 seconds to go ahead and screenshot it so that you can send your dispute for said medical collection to the main bureaus and also to this agency right here. You got it? All right, let's keep going. The next and final 2 agencies that you should know about are called Clarity Services and Factor Trust. Both of these agencies are actually responsible for collecting and disseminating information pertaining to installment loans, right? So things like auto loans, student loans, bank loans, and so much more. However, the only difference is that Clarity also, on top of collecting this information, also collects information for telecommunication services, while Factor Trust does not. And fun fact, Factor Trust is actually owned by TransUnion, while Clarity Services is owned by Experian. So that's also something that could be helpful for you to know about in the event that you do include these agencies in your disputes in the near future. But enough of jibber jabber. Here are the addresses for both agencies below. I mean, at this point in the video, you already know the drill. 5 seconds to get your screenshots in. Go ahead and do what it do. You got it? All right, now with all the information that we've discussed in this video, we know that you should include these agencies in your disputes if need be. But another question that people usually have when it comes to secondaries is, should you also go about freezing your secondaries, which is a very important thing to ask. So, can you freeze your consumer report with these secondary agencies that I just named? Yes. Should you freeze your consumer report with the secondary agencies that I just named? There's no real right or wrong answer to that question. Some people may tell you that, you should. From my personal experience in doing it, I've never really found it to be that much of a game changer to where I'm a huge advocate for it. But the best thing I can say for you is to really just experiment, right? Try it out, see if it does make a difference, see if it doesn't make a difference. And if it does, hooray. But if not, life goes on, and that'll be pretty much it. But that concludes it all for this video. And I just gave you guys 4 new secondary agencies that you need to know about moving forward to help improve your dispute process when it comes to credit repair. And if you appreciate that, I would appreciate it even more if you took a second, took a minute, took an hour out of your day right here, right now, to just go ahead and to slap that like button to show this video some love, and to also subscribe for all new content that is coming on the way pertaining to any and all things personal finance and credit related. Listen, I'm Marvin Francois. Y'all have been good. I've been great. This has been amazing. And as always, thank you and God bless. Peace out, y'all.